Hello and happy Tuesday. Today we're going to talk a little bit about cause and effect, or chiropractic principle number 17. We see evidence of cause and effect all around us. Everywhere we look, inside, outside, organically, inorganically, universal intelligence has created this beautiful system of cause and effect. We think about, even with early years of childhood, where we teach a young child, don't touch this hot stove. You touch the hot stove, which is the cause, the effect, ouch, it hurts, and we don't want that. In fact, Dr. Gary was sharing with me a story about a friend of his who wanted to convey the dangers of getting hit by a car to his very young son. And he took a stuffed animal that his child liked and put it in the driveway and rolled his car back over it. And while that is a drastic measure, some might say, it got the message across. And we know that internally, with innate wisdom, we have these kinds of give and takes, yin and yangs, cause and effects all the time. We might have come in contact with a virus, and the body doesn't want that virus inside, so it'll create a fever, a furnace, a fire to burn it off. We might have a curve in the neck, which is appropriately designed to be a forward curve, but maybe it's reversed and it's going backwards. At this point, the body recognizes that it's weak and it wants to lay down more calcium, make it feel as though it's stronger, and give the body a chance to feel that strength and the support of that. But as a result, you've got the cause of the backwards neck, then the cause of the degeneration, leaving us with the effect of change in the shape of the bone, subluxation, vertebral subluxation complex, osteoarthritis, meaning that the bones are changing shape and continuing a degenerative path until we might end up with a non-surgical fusion, which clearly is something we want to avoid. Anytime we have stress on an object, we talked the other day about the stress on a rock and how it could change the shape and flatten a side. But stress in the body plays havoc. And we could have chemical stress, a physical stress, emotional stress, any kind of those stressors give the body a message that something's going on and there's something that the body has to fight for. Fight and flight, another cause and effect. But when we're looking at emotional stresses, we know that I think about a story with my young daughter. She's not young today, but when she was young, she was about 2 years old, and a cousin of mine was here with us, and they had such great joy. He would chase her or jump out at her, and she'd scream, and they'd laugh. And as a mom, I was so happy to see this. But as a chiropractor, I was thinking, how many little micro traumas are happening every time she starts and jolts from this fear in the game of fun? But those are emotional stressors, but we encounter them all the time with moves and tests and breakups and marriages and new babies. There's a lot of innumerable emotional stressors. And there are chemical stressors, things that we come in contact with, whether we do it deliberately or not. Food poisoning. We might get food poisoning, and a cause is the poison that's now in our body. And in effect, in a healthy body anyway, is going to be some vomiting and some diarrhea, because the innate intelligence wants to get rid of that interference. And then there are physical stressors, falls and sports injuries and auto accidents and growing up. All these stressors play a role, no matter what the originating cause, whether it be physical, whether it be chemical, whether it be emotional. Stress on the body can cause subluxation. And that's the biggest cause and effect that I want to convey today, is that when we've got these stressors coming into the body, and the body will adapt because we've got universal force and then innate force and intelligence in our body causing it to adapt to the stressor, we could then end up with various kinds and degrees and severities of subluxation. And the goal of the chiropractor, remember, is to locate and reduce that subluxation, to allow for clear, free communication between the body and the brain back down to the body. Stay clear, stay free, stay adjusted. God bless.